Yeah. So until the last session, we have went through the basics of SAS. What are the foundations of SAS? Just an intro of SAS, right? So I just showed you an example to how do we create a data in SAS and use certain methods, a simple methods to just analyze and create a report. Remember, right, ma'am? Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Sorry, yes, yeah, I was on a mute. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's start with the main components of SAS. Okay, so we'll go with the rules of SAS programming, and then uh, I'll just walk you through the all the options present in the this particular editor. Okay, so the screen which you are seeing now is called a SAS editor. It's a web version of it. In terms of SAS editors, we have many versions. We have Enterprise Guide, we have SAS desktop version, we have another one is SAS web version. Okay, so based on the company's budget, each editor has its own licensing cost, so the company will decide it. Okay, so whether to use a desktop version or the enterprise version or the web version. Okay, so uh, currently we normally don't get SAS in terms of SAS Enterprise Guide and SAS desktop versions because they're quite expensive in terms of in licensing and all. So we'll be able to view only in terms of SAS web version. Okay. Yeah. So let's walk through the rules of SAS programming. So before you start SAS programming, you need to have some basic idea on how to write SAS programming and its rules. Okay. Before you just code anything, you have to know the basic rules of SAS programming. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. So basically, if you see here, last time if you observed here, so we have statements. Our SAS programming is defined into statements. Each line has a statements. Okay. So whenever you write a statement in terms of statements with spaces in between, so every statement should end with a semicolon. Okay, semicolon in this way. You see line 23, line 24, line 25. So we have semicolons at every statement. So which means that SAS, whenever we compile, we run this particular statement, it senses, it just triggers, it senses such that, okay, this particular program is end only when we provide a semicolon. Okay.
Okay.
And uh, whenever whenever you write or you code any data step or proc step, so basically as I said previously we have two steps in terms of SAS programming. One is data step, other one is proc step. Proc is something called procedure. If you remember, I said procedures are mainly used for analysis purpose. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what in whichever step you use, it should end with a run statement. Okay, if you see here, any step, it will end with a run statement. Okay, so if you give a run statement, so SAS considers that that is the end of the line. Okay, end of the program. Okay, ma'am. Next one. SAS program is not a case sensitive. Okay, if you see here, we have mentioned our coding in terms of capital, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, and prop case. Okay, these three cases. So programming doesn't need any kind of a case sensitive. And the last one is we can write a SAS statements in terms of, for example, if you consider this particular data set format run, so we can write these statements in terms of multiple into one line or multiple lines. Okay, it's not that we have to run the program. We have to code the program into multiple lines. Here we have done in terms of four lines from 34 to 38. We can even code this into a single line this way.
But should be separated with semicolon, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Semicolon is, as I said previously, every statement should end with semicolon. Only then SAS differentiates that this particular step is completed. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will throw an error. Yeah. So that's what single statement can be written in multiple lines, and multiple statements can be written in single lines. Okay. So these four are rules of SAS programming. So which are statements should end with semicolon. Every step, maybe a proc step or data step, should end with will should end with run statement. SAS program is not case sensitive. Programming is not case sensitive, ma'am. Okay. If you see, programming is not case sensitive, and single statement can be written in multiple lines, or multiple statement can be written in single line. Okay. And now let's come into the SAS names and rules to write SAS names. Okay. First one is, we see here SAS program is color sensitive. You see here each and every one is dark blue, black, light blue, yellowish in this way. If you see here keywords, so which are there in dark blue color. So these are called keywords. Keywords in the sense these are already defined ones. Okay, these are SAS defined. That's what we call them as keywords. So these are blue colors. Okay, and statements. You see your statements are in light blue color. Data is a keyword. Run is a keyword. Even these input lines, infile data lines, input data lines, all are keyword, but they are different. No, they are they have been in terms of differentiation, which we have dark blue and light blue. Okay, so simply we called keywords in terms of dark blue color, data and run, and statements. So statements, if you see here, statements should end with semicolon. So these statements are in light blue color. Okay, and data. So basically, so this is data. So in terms of web version, we see in um, black yellowish color. Okay, we see in black yellowish color. Normally, in terms of a desktop version or a enterprise version, we see in yellow color. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, and SAS names, which are in black color. So these are called SAS names, because SAS names are something which we give. These are SAS names which the programmer provide. So that's the reason they are in black color. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You see here. So these are SAS names, DS1, SAL, because these four are something which the programmer has provided of their own. So these are not predefined. So whichever things are not predefined, they will be in black color. Okay, whichever data, whichever code is predefined, they will be in either dark blue or light blue based on the statements or keywords. Got it, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so that is basic things we need to just remember. That's it. Next, so how do we write SAS names? SAS names are something. These are SAS names. Okay, SAS dataset names. So how do we write it? Okay. Okay. SAS names must be less than or equal to 32 characters length. Okay. Whenever we write a name, so these kind of names, DS1, DS2, which is a data set, it should not be above, those names should not cross a length of 32 characters. And next one is, it should only SAS names should always start with alphabets or underscore. Okay. SAS names should always start with alphabet or underscore, but should not start with a numeric. We see here, SAS name can contain alphabets, numerics, and underscore, but should not start with numerics. Another one is, it should not contain special characters. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Yeah. And fourth step is, SAS names are not case sensitive. Okay. As I said previously, SAS programming is not case sensitive, but SAS data is case sensitive. This is called data, right? So this is data
Yeah.
which we ingest into the SAS system. So data is always case sensitive. If you mention uppercase ABC or capital ABC, whenever we call it or filter it, or filter the data based on SAS data, it should be uppercase. If it is named as, in terms of a lowercase ABC, it should be called as lowercase ABC. Got it, ma'am?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Yeah. In this way. Yeah. And here I have given a simple statement. So if it is character, should contain single quotes. Okay. Okay. SAS names are not case sensitive and data, but data is case sensitive. And if it is a character, should contain single quotes. So why single quotes? In the sense, whenever we call data, we call data in the sense whenever we filter data, which means for instance, if I'll just simply run this particular program. So whenever you want to run a program, uh, you know, s- select this particular thing, this program, and then press F3. So F3 something, it runs the program, or else you can directly just run this program. No, just highlight this particular piece of code and then run all or selected code, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. For instance, I want to see the data. I want to see the data where I want name equal to ABC. Okay. So as ABC is a is in a character form, right? So I'll provide codes A, B, C. Okay. Semicolon, run. So I get the data pertaining to ABC.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So if I use A, B, C in lowercase, so it'll just give us a, if you see the log, I'll tell you about the log, ma'am. No worries. Okay. I'll tell you about everything, log, results, output data, everything. Okay. So we have zero observation. If you see here, it's clearly mentioned there were zero observations read from the dataset DS1. Okay, because we used ABC as lowercase, but there is no lowercase ABC in this particular data. Got
Yeah.
it? Yeah. And for instance, and for instance, I want to filter the data based on ID, where ID equal to 001. Okay. I no need to give this codes for this ID data because ID is a numeric data. Okay, so numeric data doesn't accept codes. If even though if you give provide it, you will get an error stating that where clause operator requires compatible variables. Okay, got it, ma'am. So just
Got it.
remember that whenever you want to filter a data for a character data, no, filter data from a character data, use quotes. Or else if it is a numeric data, quotes are no more required. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's remove this. Next thing. Next one is data types. Okay. For any table, take it as an Excel or you know Excel or SAS data set, Python data frame, anything. Okay. So mainly they have two types of data types. Data types. So in the name itself, we have what type of data is it? Okay. So namingly we have, so mostly all data will have three types of data. One is alphabet, so one is character data, other one is numeric data, the third one is date format data. Okay, data in terms of dates, dates, dates. Okay, so first we'll deal with what are called character data types. So any data which has data in terms of alphabets, or special characters are read as character data type. Okay, and any data that have or that contain numbers or dates. Okay, numbers or dates, they are considered to be numeric data types. Okay, on a whole, whenever a particular information is to be read in terms of numeric, it should always the particular data, the particular column should always have numbers or dates. And on the other hand, whenever the data needs to be read in terms of character, it can have numeric data, character data, or data mixed with both numeric character and special characters. Okay, we'll just see with we'll just go with an example. So if you observe here, first one is ID. Okay, ID. So under ID we have mentioned 001, 002, 3, and 4, and so on. Okay. So this particular thing, if I run this, if you see here, ID. So ID we have type which is data type as numeric,
Okay.
because it has 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay. And next one is name. Name have character. Okay. So you can say in this, you can ask me in this way, how how can this column name just define a data is a character or numeric? Because whenever we mention a dollar symbol after a particular column name, we provide it will automatically consider the particular name to be a character data type. Okay, and it will
Okay.
read any data under it, can be a numeric or character, or with special characters. For example, if I add here one, okay, one, and here some kind of an, so let's, okay, some biscuit. Okay, if you see here, even one has been read in terms of name, right? Character. We have less than in
That's
terms of
because of dollar sign, Rajiv?
dollar sign. Exactly, ma'am. With the
Okay,
dollar
okay.
sign, if you mention once a dollar sign, it will treat the particular, it will change the type of the particular name to be a character format. So it will read anything, number, or or number, character, or special character. As we see here, we have data has been read in terms of special characters in row
Correct.
2, and with combination of character and numeric in row 1. Okay. And if you want even ID to be a character format but not the numeric format, just mention a dollar here. It will be treated as a character type, not a numeric type. You see here, character type. On
Okay.
the whole, if you want to just directly see what a character is a numeric, 1, 2, 3, it will be a 1, 2, 3 before particular column name. It's called numeric. And if it is a in terms of any columns, as a prefix in this symbol, it will be a character type. Got it, ma'am?
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Clear, ma'am? Shravani, ma'am, clear until now?
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Next one is we're done with the data types. Okay. Yeah. And next one. So whenever if you see a data set, you see here, if you observe carefully, numeric data are right aligned, character data are left aligned. Can you observe here, ma'am? So if you see here, Character data are left aligned. So in this particular cell, we see M, F, and A, B, C, D, E, F, M, M, and 0 are left aligned. So on the contrary, this particular numeric data is right aligned. Clear, ma'am?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
ID we changed to character, so it's
Right.
left.
Right. That's the reason. Yeah. Yeah. That's very important, ma'am. Whenever you see data in terms of data, because sometimes you have to just find out without knowing it's a character or numeric. Just see the alignment. That's it. If it is right aligned, it will be a numeric. If it is left aligned, it will be a character. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. 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 Next one. So, how SAS reads data into variables. Okay. So if you see here, this particular data, how does it read? How does it read into this particular ID? Okay. So whenever it finds a space, okay, whenever it finds a space, in terms of data, space or data of 8 characters length. Okay, whenever space comes into the data values or data of 8 character length, so it'll stop there. Okay, it'll stop there and consider that data to be come under particular variable or a column name. Okay, so whichever comes first, either the space comes first or no, either the space comes first or the 8 length of character comes first. So whichever comes first, it'll treat that to be a first in terms of first come first serve. So it'll treat that to be a particular data for the further particular column name. We see here we have null values, we have spaces in terms of after 001, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So until 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 and so on, we will consider as a ID. After that, we have ABC space, DEF space, diamond space, right? So until space, so once the space enters into the picture, it will stop there and consider whatever it has read until that to be a column to be fed into a particular column name. Clear, ma'am, on this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when coming up to when coming on to the 8 length of character, okay. So there's a basic rule. Character length can be increased. So that comes under other topic. Okay, but basic is whenever you don't give any kind of length to a particular data, it will consider to be 8 characters length. If you observe here, if you observe here, so we have length of 8 characters. Okay, we haven't mentioned anything. Even if you see, it has only one line of sorry, it has only one character to data. So this has 4 characters. This has 5 characters, right? Even though it'll give us a length of 8 characters. So that is the default in SAS system.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can change it according to our wish whenever there is a lot of data. Whenever we have a bigger data in terms of length. Okay. Yeah. And the and the in terms of terminologies, we called tables. Normal tables are being called in SQL and all. So in databases. So we call in terms of SAS, we call them as data sets. Columns are called as variables and rows are called as observations. So these are purely SAS terminologies. Okay, can be used in other versions also. I mean, other languages also. I mean, programming languages. But in terms of SAS, we call rows as observations and columns as variables. Tables are data sets. Okay, clear, ma'am?
Yeah.
Any questions until now?
No.
No.
Okay, yeah, yeah. If you see here, there's a simple representation of data. Okay, rows and columns. Yeah. Next one. So in terms of missing data. Okay. So whenever we have missing data, we see here. Um, so we have period here, a dot. Okay, and we have a null here, nothing in this particular two. In this second row, in second row before M and O, we have null value. in second row under name column. Okay. Under same salary column, for second row, we have a period. Okay.
Period.
So whenever we have a period, that's called a numeric missing data. Whenever we have a simple null value, that is called a character missing data.
Okay.
Okay, na? Okay.
Sir, can you repeat again?
Okay. So if you see here, uh, let's take an example of our data. So whenever we have a data, can be a huge data or small data, anything. We always see null values, right? Null values
Yes,
or blank values, precisely
yes, sir.
blank values. But in terms of SAS, we have defined data in terms of two types, numeric and character, right? Whenever we
Yes, sir.
see missing values in terms of characters, they are automatically driven into dots or periods. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah. Here dots, simple dots. That's it. Simple dots. Okay?
okay,
Yeah. And and whenever we have missing values in terms of character, they will be blank. So they're just simply called as blanks. That's it. Go ahead, ma'am, sir.
okay.
So go ahead, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So until now, we just went through a simple topics of basics of SAS. I mean, in terms of rules, how do we write? What are rules? We need to follow before before writing any code, or else on the other part we went through the table part, which is data types, character, numeric, and date types. Mm, and another one is we went through terminologies. We went through, sorry, it's rules of SAS programming and SAS naming conventions. Any questions, ma'am, until now? Always remember SAS naming convention should not be beyond 32 characters length. Okay, sometimes we may exceed 32 characters of length. Okay, at that time, the error may no the error may be misleading. Sometimes it might not show you the actual error of the SAS name has been exceeded above 32 characters of length, but always make sure the SAS name should not be beyond 32 characters of length. Okay, yeah. And now we'll just jump into the uh, SAS web version. So how do we get it and all? So if you want to see a SAS desktop version, this is the one, ma'am. There's a kind of an interactive version. No, even though I'll just I sh no, I'll share you this document, but okay. So no, so this will be a SAS desktop version. We may not have all the options in the in the web version, but the editors and the options which a programmer require will be there in this particular web version. Okay. That's I'll just uh, this SAS Studio. I'll just provide you the link of it. Uh, I'll just copy into this. Okay. Okay. So whenever you want to see, just open this particular URL, create your account into this particular SAS on demand studio. Once you create the account, log in it, you'll find this page. Okay. I mean, no, not this page, but a blank page. I'll just show you. Just a second. We'll just quickly save this particular thing. I mean, even I'll show you how to save this. No worries. Save this. Yeah. Okay. I'm saving this as batch 3. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Because as intro. Okay. I'll close this. I'll just log out here. Okay. So once you open open that particular. Okay. So once you open this particular SAS on demand web page, you'll see this particular page. Press on launch. Before launch, it'll ask you for a sign in. Okay. So you have to create your own account.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried to create it yesterday, so it worked.
it worked. Okay, fine. How about you, ma'am? Shravani, ma'am.
I
You
also
know,
created the same SAS ODA account.
okay. So you have it, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes. Fine. Yeah. So let's go into the options and all. Okay. Uh, yeah. So on the top, we normally have search option. Where we can search everything in terms of data or libraries and everything in terms of SAS. Other one is open option, which we can open whatever file we want. Okay. So this is the same version we have here in new files and all. Okay. Uh, you see, there's a different one. This is called a visual programmer, which is not required now, but we normally do everything in a SAS programmer view. This one is we have an auto.exe file, which I'll tell you no problem, and we have views in terms of server files, folders, tasks, and utility snippets and all. Snippets, let's snippets here, and file shortcuts here. Okay, yeah. In terms of auto.exe file, okay. Uh, so we have saved for the previous batch. Okay, it's okay. I'll just tell you, ma'am. No issues in terms of this auto.exe file. Yeah. So we have this run option as I said you before. This save as. Uh, yeah. So we have run some program summary. So we get the program summary in this way. Okay. To have the program summary of each and every step, the code, the log, and everything. Right, ma'am? So
Yeah.
we have snippets. So snippets are something that whenever we have a code, for example, I'll snippets add to my snippets. Okay, add to my snippets. So I'll just basic table save. Okay, the file basic table have been saved. Okay, so I'll we have a separate column, separate snippet, and if you see here, basic table. Let's remove this one sec. Basic
So,
table.
snippet is saved in the SAS Studio only?
Yes, ma'am. Everything will be saved in the SAS Studios.
Oh, okay. We don't
Yeah.
have to like save on the desktop or.
No. This is a web version, ma'am. Nothing will be saved on the desktop.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have you know when we just write some big long programming codes, and we want to save few programming steps where we will where there'll be use of repeating it, that those particular steps. So we'll just highlight those steps and save in terms of snippets. Okay, add to my snippet. Hello? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, add to my snippet and name the snippet. That's it. Okay. You can go to this my snippets and just call the particular thing. Once you place this cursor over there, call this. Okay. We have the snippet here over here. Got it, ma'am?
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So wherever you place the cursor, only at that point the snippet will be pasted. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very useful, whenever we have long, lengthy programs. Okay. Thousands of lines, thousands of lines of programs. So that's very useful at that point. Yeah. Then this is print code. This is typically not required for you. Just undo, redo. This copy, paste, and all. Yeah. It's if you type this particular, what happened to this lines? Second. So this is line 12. Whichever line we want to go, just enter the lines. We can happily go to the particular line. Second, we lost the lines. Just a moment, ma'am. Just a second. In terms of preferences, we can have all the preferences here. I just want to mention include show detail button. Second. Here we have show line. Okay, save. Yeah, so we got this line numbers. Okay, so we went into this preferences and we have this lines, show line numbers. Okay, yeah, this is not much required. This find and replace, which it, Control H.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is not as much required. Format code. So this code is something format code. This is not, you know, this particular format code. What does it do is it'll just make few amendments in terms of indentation. Okay, indentation is something that it'll be in this way. So previously, what we have done, we have we just stuck to this line. Each and every program, each and every statement. We just maintain to start it from the first line. But once you press this button, which is the format code, it
Mm.
just formats in this way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But both
A
will
simple.
run. We need to
Yeah, both
format.
will done. Yeah. In terms
Okay.
SAS
Okay.
doesn't no SAS doesn't have any issues with the indentation. Okay.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
like Python has it.
Exactly. Yeah. Other programming languages have, but SAS doesn't have. Just to it's just for the look and feel purpose. Okay. So
Yeah, looks
here
good.
it looks good. Exactly. It looks good in this way.
Yeah.
Indentation, right? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
It's a good feature. I mean, they have it in there.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be many more features. Yeah. And this maximize, and the minimize view. Okay. Yeah. Mm, okay. Next one. So once we run this program, okay, what happened? It's the table. Sorry. Yeah. So, thing is, whenever we run any program, so we'll see log window, results window, and output data. Okay. In some editors, we only see, if we run this particular program, we only see log and output data. Okay, but not the result window. Okay. We usually see data in the result window whenever we run a procedure. Okay. We see procedure. Second. Yeah. Let's comment this part and we're done this here. Now will be able to see all the data. Okay. Yeah. So here we have run all these codes. Okay. In log we have data. So in log we have the log details. In results we have these details, and in output data we have this one. Okay. We'll go one by one. In log data, so whichever program, whichever step you run, okay. So it will just give us the information of it. So what is information? So we have run this particular step. Okay. The data DS1. Okay. Data set 1 has 5 observations and 5 variables. If you see, we have 5 columns and 5 rows, right?
Yeah.
The same way here.
Yes.
Yeah. And second one, what we have done, we have dropped one column. It's okay. No, I'll tell you, about each and every step. No problem, ma'am. This is just a gist of it. What does log have? It has 5 observations and four variables. Okay, that's it. So for every step, it will give us the data. Whatever the data is in this particular data set, it will just provide us the information of it. That's it. Okay. And results window. If you see here in the result window, whenever you perform a run execution in terms of procedure, it'll that data will be in the results window. Okay, only the procedures data will be in the results window. Whenever you perform a run, or an execution for a procedure or a proc statement, only then it will be in the results window, but not for a data step. Okay. So data step are simply that whenever you see a step starting with data, it's called a data step. And whenever you see a step starting with proc, it is called proc step.
Rockstar.
Yeah. So so this particular results window is only pertain to this only the procedures. Okay. So in procedures, what we have proc print. So we asked it to print sum by 6 and sum on salary. Okay. So what he has done, so it has created two tables, one for female, other one is for male. Okay. And we asked to do a sum of total salary
Oh,
for the
okay.
entire salary. So we got salary in terms of this one for the no for all the female, and total salary for all the sorry and total salary for all the male, and total salary upon the entire table, which is 267,000.
Hmm.
Okay.
So basically, the prop statement is like for sorting and doing the
Yeah, all the
uh,
analysis work we do it in proc.
statistical. Okay.
Yeah, all the statistical analysis work we do it we do with the help of
Prop.
procedures. Even we can do few stats with the help of data step also, that we're going to learn in the next sessions, upcoming sessions. Okay. And last one is output data. Whenever you run a data step, okay, data step, we get we'll be able to see the data in terms of an output data window. Okay. Output data window, it will always give us the data information or the data set information. Okay. So in the left side we have column names. We can select each column name and get the um, information about it.
Okay.
Label ID, so name ID, length is 8 characters, type is char, and format is it's here blank because we haven't defined any formats. Okay, once we define a format, it will give us the format name also here.
Okay.
Yeah. And total 5 rows, total 5 columns. View column name. If you see labels, we have maintained what we have maintained is uh, we have maintained label name and the column name to be same. Some, in some coding, some programming where we just have, we just provide a label name to be to be some other name and column name to be a some other name. But we never work on label names. We always work on column names. Okay. Label name is something called, it's something an alternative name to a particular column name. Okay. For example, for example, if you mention here salary. Okay. So what kind of salary is it? We can mention that in terms of label. It's a salary of a salary of an employee. So in label we can mention salary of an employee. Okay. Yeah. So we have how many whichever data sets we run, all those data sets will be in this output window, and we can view the tables here. Okay. In DS1 and so we have two data sets have been created. One is DS1, another one is DS2. DS1 we have it without with all the columns, and DS2 we have it without the age. Okay. Yeah.
But the in the output data, we don't see the sum of the salary, right?
No, no, ma'am. Because we only so as I told you before, only whenever you run a data step, the data will be in the output window. Whenever you run a proc step, that will be in the results window.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay. But end of the day, if you no if you want the report, you get the report using this ODS statement. So here, I showed you the other day, right? Here we have mentioned ODS PDF equal to a location where we get this data in terms of a PDF format.
Okay.
Remember, ma'am, on the first day I show you data in terms of PDF format.
Yeah, it saves in there.
Let me just show you. Second, where is it? Yeah, sample 6. Yeah, it will be in this somewhere. On this text, no, this one.
Be like a PDF file.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, I just create another one. No problem. Yeah.
So this is also saved in the web system, right?
Yeah, everything in the web system itself, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from web, if we want to save it, we can save it for ourselves.
Yeah. From web, we can just need to ex export that to our
Port.
local system.
Okay.
Okay. Run this step.
Mhm.
If you see here, a small sample.pdf has been created. It's been downloaded. I'll open it. If you see here,
Oh,
we have the data, right?
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a sample report which we can provide it to the customer or an client.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So these are all the interactive things, and yeah. Uh, so there's something code. Okay. you see here. So it is a simple code. Display the code that creates the current table. Okay, the creates the current table. Okay, so normally SAS always codes in terms of proc SQL, so SQL coding, but we have done the coding in terms of um, a simple data step. Okay, even even I'll teach you on how to create data in terms of SQL. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So this is a this is the automatic generate version of it, and next one is print table, which it is a refresh table. It's the it's the table properties. Okay, general columns, extended attributes, nothing. Extended column attributes, nothing. Okay, just columns and general. That's it. Yeah. So these are all, and let's look into this here. So at the left hand side, so we have servers, files. Yeah, server files and folders. Okay. So that's what I'll do. I just view. I just remove snippets. Let's remove file shortcuts. Okay. Yeah. So here we have SAS program. No, whenever you want to create a SAS program, just directly go to this SAS program or press F4. That's it. Press F4 here. No, you'll be getting a SAS program, a new SAS program window. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one. If you want to import data, okay, select a file. You can
Mhm.
import data from this particular location. Okay.
Okay.
Location. And if it is in your local, okay, what you have to do is you have to just drag and drop into this particular file system. We have
Okay.
download. We have two options. One is download and upload. Go to the
Upload.
upload, choose files. Okay,
Mhm.
go to your particular thing. Okay, your local
Okay.
window where the file is. Yeah. If you want to download any file, for example, if you want to download this particular sample.pdf, I'll just press
Mhm.
download. That's it. So now we get the download here.
And how you created the new folder? I forgot.
Yeah, I'll tell you. No problem. I'll tell you. And what is this? This file properties. Okay, this file properties of this particular sample. Okay. Yeah. And next one is we have query here. Query is not now. Okay. There is a different version based on. So if you add this, if you add a particular table, I mean Excel file or something into this particular thing. Okay, add table. Let's see. It's not that required right now. Okay, you have to add table from this particular libraries. I'll tell you, what libraries in the next session. But there's an other mode where if you add a table of it, it will give you the code of it. Okay,
Oh,
log and results. No, you can code here in terms of the table. Okay,
okay.
it'll directly give you the it'll instantly give you the columns and and the properties of the table. Okay. Yeah. Uh, Next option. XML is not is a folder. Okay. Okay. Folder in terms of how to create folder. So this is the server. This is the server. Wherever you want to create a folder, do one. First thing is just click. For example, if you want to create a folder under files, directly under files, just click here and open the drop down.
Mm-hmm.
Go to this folder option. Press folder. It'll show you the location home slash some number.
So
Uh,
like
so,
my launch, after my launching SAS Studio, everything
mhm.
is blank now.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Everything
I
is
just
blank.
click folder and then create a new folder and then put
Yeah,
files in there.
before you create a folder, always make sure that you will have files. Okay, you'll have this files option, files home option. You'll have SAS user.v94. Okay, and my
Okay.
system notices and all. Okay,
Okay.
so just click here. Just a single left click here. In this way, it'll just highlight this particular files um, in brackets home. Once you click there,
Okay.
it will just go into the folder option. Go folder. No, you have the location here, right? You-
Yeah.
whichever folder you just highlighted, it'll just give you the location, folder location of it. Location is SAS batch 3. So if you want to create a folder under batch 3, just create a folder, name it, and just save it. That's it.
Okay.
You'll get the folder here. Okay. Yeah. And next one. Sorry. Next one is, what is this? Sorry. This is. Mm, yeah. We have task and utilities. This I can, okay. The same thing, which can be in terms of task and utilities. Uh, if you want to, if you want to just go through all these tasks, linear models and so on, we have samples of it in terms of stats. Once you want to know the stats, just if you see here, we can do some kind of statistical procedures, multiple regression, okay, in terms of interactive way. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's not much. Like, if you want, and we can remove this here. Tasks and utilities. Okay. And now libraries. Okay. So in terms of libraries, this more this is very important. I'll just explain this in the next session, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So until now, any questions in terms of knowing this SAS editor?
It's clear. Yeah, it's clear so far.
Okay.
Would you
Yeah.
be sending this video? I just want to watch it
Yeah.
again.
I'll upload this. I mean, I won't upload this. My HR will upload this. But anyways, I'll create a group for you, me, and you, Shravani, and me, Shravani ma'am, and me.
Okay.
If I see if anyone adds on in it. But before that, once the session gets completed, I'll just show you this video. Okay.
Okay.
Video along with I'll give you a Google Drive link where you can find this particular history and basic rules worksheet over there. I'm sorry, not the worksheet. I mean the handout over there.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
you are
those
not uploading
shortcuts.
this today um,
Sorry.
for revision. You are not uploading this for today to
No, I'll
revise.
upload this, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. You will.
I
Okay.
know I'll upload this video right away. I mean once our session closes, it'll take some time to get processed. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very useful. I mean,
Yeah.
I want to practice
Yeah,
my.
I mean, anyways, this particular sheet will be there in this, Google Drive itself. I'll just give you the Google Drive link or two. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Any questions, ma'am, in terms of today's session?
No,
I
sir.
think everything is clear. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So once we deep dive into the actual programming, then okay. So until now, we just went through only these basic things. Just knowing about editor window and the options itself. You can
Yep.
explore other options. Just go into the options. Just see it. If you have any questions, just post them into the WhatsApp chat. I'll find some time and I'll just clear your question. Okay.
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 Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Okay,
So
ma'am.
when will be the
Yeah.
session?
Yeah. So in terms of next session, it'll be for Monday itself, ma'am. Monday tomorrow is tomorrow. We'll have rest of it and same Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'll no the 3 days are fixed. I'll try to see for next days also. If I if I find some time, I'll inform you on beforehand. Apart from
So
3 days.
Okay,
Monday,
sir.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday
Yeah,
fixed.
these are fixed, ma'am, at 10 p.m. 10 to 11. Yeah.
10 to
Yeah.
11 IST.
IST, yes, ma'am. So yeah, IST. Yeah.
So we have to convert at what time to?
Yes, yes, yes. So I mean you stay in
Okay.
CST or EST, yeah, just convert it. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Anyways, I'll
On
just
Monday.
post sorry.
On Monday it will be next session.
Yeah, I'll add the session details and I'll create session links also. I mean, I'll create a meeting, a series of meeting in the Zoom,
Okay,
and
sir.
I'll share you the meeting link. So you can join with that link. I'll add that link into the WhatsApp group itself. Okay,
Okay,
I'll
sir.
add the WhatsApp group link and the Google Drive link. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, sir.
So If no questions, then we'll just end this session.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.